A live presentation of Retro Sports Network, home of the champions of the past, present, and or future. That Coke burp came right up when we were about ready to start. Isn't that fun? Hi there, my name is Ron Juckett, the joys of live broadcasting, and I think we got ourselves a dandy today for you. From Milwaukee's County Stadium, it's the New York Yankees who are chasing the Baltimore Orioles for first place in the American League East, and the third place Milwaukee Brewers. The Brewers come into this at 44-36. This is their halfway game. This is game 81. The Yankees crossed it yesterday when they beat the Rangers, if you were with us live. So that's the matchup we have for you this afternoon. A beautiful July 7th evening in Milwaukee. Perfect for your light beer and your brats. 71 degrees. Kind of chilly, actually, for July. Winds at 8 miles an hour, blowing from right to left. And did we mention the pitching matchup? Oh, I think you'll like the pitching matchup tonight. It's Mike Caldwell for the Brewers. He's looking for win number 10 on the year. And some guy by the name of Guidry for the Yankees. So, yeah, Ron Guidry and Mike Caldwell. I think that's a pretty good way to spend your lunch hour, don't you? As Retro Sports Network presents Major League Baseball Replay 1978. Today, from Milwaukee's County Stadium, it is Mike Caldwell and the Milwaukee Brewers versus Ron Guidry and the New York Yankees. And today's game is brought to you by DigitalDice.com, the best podcast on the internet for your sports simulations and replay needs. Find us today on Spotify, Spreaker, iTunes, and wherever else fine podcasts are listed. And so we say, hello, you got a commercial for Oprah Winfrey? That's a strange one. So Mike Caldwell, who was 9-6 on the year, and an ERA of 2.64, making his 17th start, his last of the first half of the year. A reminder that the All-Star Game will be Monday night from San Diego at 7:45 Eastern Time. 7:45 Eastern, Monday night for the All-Star Game from San Diego. And I suspect that Mr. Caldwell probably will be there. He must have been a big Don Rickles fan. His nickname is Mr. Warmth. He has faced the Yankees twice this year, but the Yankees have hit him hard. 18 innings, 26 hits, 7 runs, 5 earned. He walked 2 and struck out 8, but he has beaten the Yankees twice. He's 2-0. 7:45 Eastern, 4:45 Pacific. A boy band. Well, you wanted it that way, right? His last time out, he faced the Mariners on July 2nd. He went the distance. 9 innings, 14 hits. He took the win here because it was Seattle. 14 hits, 6 runs, all earned. He walked 2 and struck out 1. He throws the fastball at 85. He's a ground ball plus pitcher. He's thrown 133 innings in the first half. 135 hits, 45 runs, 39 of them earned. He has walked 28 and struck out 56. He pitched against the Yankees at the stadium in a win on the 28th and allowed 5 runs. Yep. So here is a lineup that Caldwell will face. Mickey Rivers in center field will lead it off. Roy White is in left field. He'll bat second. Thurman Munson will be behind the plate. He'll hit third. Lou Piniella in right field will bat fourth. Chris Chambliss is at first. He'll go fifth. Reggie Jackson, the DH, will bat sixth. At least it's Piniella in right, not Thomason. Craig Nettles is at third, batting seventh. Why, Billy? Why? Caldwell is a lefty on the mound. Bucky Dent back in the lineup again today. The shortstop will bat eighth, and Fred Stanley at second will bat ninth, and Ron Guidry will pitch for the Yankees. Defensively for Milwaukee, Larry Heisel, a 6 and a 4 in left. Jim Wolford, a 4 and a 3 in center. Sixto Lascano, a 9 and an 8 in right. Andrew from Louisville, how are you? Sal Bando, is a 6 at third. Robin Yount, an 8 at short. Paul Molitor is 6 and second. Don Money is at first, not Cecil Cooper, but the lefty Guidry is on the hill. Money is a 6. Charlie Moore is a 5 and a 6 behind the plate, and Caldwell is an 8 with a 1,000 fielding percentage. Mickey Rivers is at 323, 4 homers and 22 RBI. Did I what Dave's clickbait video last night? We played All-Star Lineup Baseball with Craig Wessel last night on his channel. That was fun. The Red Sox left 15 runners on in 10 innings. So here we go. Pitch to Rivers is into left field. Heisel will come in and make the catch, 1 away. That brings up White at 242. 4 homers and 18 RBI. You mean his golf video? Caldwell from the wind. White, line drive, left side, and out of play. And somebody wearing a cheese head from Green Bay makes that catch in the stands. A count of ball and 2 strikes. To White. Caldwell delivers, and there's a little nubber down to Money, who takes it to the bag himself for the out. 2 quick outs for Thurman Munson at 263. 2 homers and 43 RBI. Oh, Mark. Yep, Lescano thought she was 21. Oh, Mark. 93 in Fresno today. Alexa, what's the weather?
Currently, in Burlington it's 57 degrees Fahrenheit with clear skies and sun. Today, you can expect clouds with a chance of showers, with a high of 63 degrees and a low of 35 degrees.
There you go. We're supposed to get snow here Saturday, by the way. Oh, you know what? It doesn't always change. If you're trying to do something and set it up from the last time, I've forgotten to do that too. Showers and a high of 63. 64 and sunny in Louisville. Thurman Munson. Ground ball to third. Bando across the way to Money. And Munson is safe because it got away from Don. A 2-base error as the throw got away from Money. So Bando threw it too hard, and Munson's on with a 2-out error. Or are they going to say it's a single and an error? So a single and an error for Munson. So he would have reached anyway, and the throw got away from Money, and Munson takes second. Here's Piniella. 268, a homer, and 25 RBI. Pitch to Piniella, up the middle, Yount. Over to first, Money steps on the bag, and that will retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 error, on 1 left on after half an inning, no score. So Ron Guidry you will see Monday night at 7:45 Eastern. The Cy Young Award winner is making his 18th start of the year. He is 11-3. With a 2.62 ERA. Against Milwaukee. He has not pitched against Milwaukee this year. How about that? His last time out was against the Tigers on the second. 7 2/3 innings, 4 hits, and that was shutout innings. He didn't give up a run, and he struck out 8. His season high for strikeouts was June 12th in Oakland, or against Oakland. He struck out 16 over 10 2/3. In a 9-inning game, he struck out 13 Twins on April 30th. Tribe fan, how are you? So in 144 1/3 innings, he's allowed 104 hits, 44 runs, 12 homers. He only gave up 13 in real life. 42 earned. He has walked 42 and struck out 139. Against the Tigers on June 22nd, he threw a 1-hitter and won. And that was his best outing of the year. The lineup for Milwaukee, all right-handers against Guidry today. Paul Molitor will lead off and play second. Don Money at first will bat second. Sal Bando hits third and bats third. Larry Heisel cleans up in left. Sixto Lescano is in right. He'll go fifth. Dickie Davis, the DH, will bat sixth. Jim Wolford in center will go seventh. Robin Yount, the shortstop, will bat eighth. Charlie Moore behind the plate will go ninth, and Mike Caldwell only threw 14 pitches to get rid of the Yankees in the first. Defensively for New York, Roy White is 7-1 in left. Mickey Rivers an 8-5 in center. Lou Piniella a 5-2 in right. Craig Dennell's playing for a bunt I'm not going to give him is a 10 at third. Bucky Dent a 6 at short. Fred Stanley is a 3 at second. And Chris Chambliss is a 10 at first. Thurman Munson a 9 and 8 behind the plate. And Ron Guidry an 8 on the mound with a fielding percentage of .967. Molly at .243, 5 homers and 35 RBI. Guidry deals, struck him out. That's one. A 2-2 fastball at 94. Guidry's fastball normally hits around 96. So here's Money, 285, 4 homers, and 23 RBI. And Guidry, the reason why Milwaukee's putting 9 righties at the plate, lefties only hit 156 against him. Pitch to Money, struck him out, that's 2. So a 2-2, swung on and missed at 97. We got good morning, we got good afternoon. Will Sal Bando make it good night? At .291, 5 homers and 28 RBI. From the wine, in the left field, White has it to retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. After 1, it's the Yankees nothing, the Brewers nothing. So kind of expect this type of ball game from both pitchers. Chambliss, Jackson, and Nettles, 3 lefties to face the lefty Caldwell. And if you think Guidry was tough on lefties, Caldwell allowed the American League 160 from the left side. Chambliss at .262, 5 homers and 44 RBI. Up the middle, a base hit. So Molitor got a late jump, couldn't get there, and Chambliss has a leadoff single. Second hit for the Yankees. And that brings up Reggie Jackson at .310, 16 homers, 54 RBI. Ball 4. Jackson draws a walk. 3-0 is up and away, and Caldwell missed. So he couldn't even throw it right down Broadway. Brings up Nettles at .348, 17 homers and 60 RBI. Pitch. And there's a line drive to right. Lescano is there, 1 out. Brings up Bucky Dent at .238, 3 homers and 16 RBI. Tribe fan playing post office. Does his wife know about this? Pitch to Dent. Up the middle, a base hit. Chambliss will hold at third. Wolford strung it back in a hurry. And bases loaded and 1 out for Fred Stanley. Stanley at .244, 2 homers and 10 RBI. Chambliss at third. Jackson at second and Dent at first. 1 out, no score. From the stretch. Struck him out. Stanley looked at a 1-2. And there's now 2 out. Mr. Martin not very happy in the Yankee dugout with that one. And so through 9 batters, Caldwell 28 pitches. That's the good news for Milwaukee. An inning and 2/3. That's not so great. 3 hits. No runs so far. He has walked 1 and struck out 1. Rivers is 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. Into center field. Back goes Wolford, and the Brewers get out of it. Wowzers. On the base of the track to make the catch, and the Yankees leave him loaded. They're like the '86 Red Sox in that respect. No runs, 2 hits, no errors. And they leave all 3 on. After an inning and a half, it's the Yankees nothing, the Brewers nothing. So high sell at .318, 23 homers, and 58 RBI. Guidry just kind of shaken to himself after the Yankees threatened but could not score. In the left, White, 1 out. Brings up Lescano, Sixto at 300, 10 homers, and 40 RBI. Yep, the Yankees left their manager loaded more often than the bases. And remember, we're 3 weeks away from Billy being asked to nicely resign. Pitch to Lescano, struck him out. 2-2, checked his swing at 96, and that's 3 for Guidry. Brings up Dick Davis, the DH, at 168. 3 homers and 16 RBI. Winds and fires. Line drive, foul. Third base side. Somebody from Fond du Lac makes that catch. And the count is 0-2. Yep, and about a month away from Billy being rehired. Guidry pitch. And there's a liner that's going to go all the way to the wall and right. Davis going for 3. The throw to Nettles. Not in time. So it got past Piniella. He got a good throw on it. Hit the dirt. And Davis is in with a 2-out triple. And that'll bring up Jim Wolford at 351. No homers and 9 RBI. Pitch from Guidry is a ground ball to Dent over to Chambliss, and that should retire the side. It does. So the Brewers get a hit and they leave them on. And so after 2, it's the Yankees nothing, the Brewers nothing. Yep, a 5 is average. 1 being bad and 10 being ideal, good. So for the Brewers in the outfield, Heisel is just above average. Wolford just below average. Lescano is a 9. That's great. Roy White, 0 for 1. So all the ratings are based on 0 to 10. 10 being the best you can do and 0 being me. Or 1, rather. Roy White is 0 for 1. And Caldwell starts the third with a ground ball to Money. Takes it to the bag himself, 1 out. And I'll bring in Munson, who's 1 for 1. Robinson almost managed the which ace? I see the 4. Is that a 7 or an 8? Dick Williams, 74. Dick Williams had had enough. And Alvin Dark managed the 74 ace. That would have been a coup. And I'm sure Reggie would have behaved for Robinson. Pitch to Munson. Up the middle, out behind the bag. Over to Money, and that's an out. So 2 out for Piniella, who's 0 for 1. Caldwell from the wind. There's a base hit left center field. Heisel picks it up, and Piniella is on with a 2-out single. 4th hit for the Yankees. They've left 4 on. Chambliss singled his first time up. Caldwell giving up a lot of hits. In 293 1/3 real innings, he only allowed 258. The Yankees tried to hire Dick Williams. Imagine that. Wow. But Finley wouldn't let him out of his contract without the Yankees forking over top 2 prospects, which were Scott McGregor, who eventually went to the Orioles, and Otto Velez, who played for the Blue Jays. Pitch to Chambliss. Struck him out. Caldwell got him to swing and miss on an off-speed pitch. No runs, a hit. The Yankees leave another 1 on. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. It's the Yankees nothing, the Brewers nothing. And when Williams didn't come begging for his A's job back, big clue providing the notes for me today, Finley went for Robinson, but the Angels wouldn't let him go without compensation. And, of course, he would go to Cleveland in 75 and be the first African-American manager there. Finley didn't hire Dark until midway through spring training. Of course not. That team was just a colossal cluster. I don't remember what Reggie wore in Baltimore. Of course, that was 4. Here's Yount. Robin at 313. 7 homers and 28 RBI. Pitch to Yount. Ground ball to 3rd. Nettles across the way for the out. 1 out for Charlie Moore at 277. 2 homers and 13 RBI. Ironic, Big Lou says that Finley tried to screw the Yanks and Williams and then didn't like the shoe on the other foot in California asked for something reasonable. And Robinson was still a productive player in 73 at a 151 OPS plus, which is very good for someone who was 38. Charlie Moore at the plate. Gave you his numbers already. Swings and into center field. Rivers is there for the out. 2 out from Molly, who was struck out his first time up. Guidry, 40 pitches through 2 2/3 innings and 9 batters. 1 hit, but he has struck out 3. He now has 142 on the year, including Mr. Molitor. Make it twice in a row as he swings and misses on a changeup on a 1-2 count. Down go the Brewers after 3. It's the Yankees nothing, the Brewers nothing. Robinson's managerial reputation would be greater if he had won that 74 series with Oakland. Absolutely. And Finley might be, Big Lou says, be viewed more sympathetically today because of hiring the first black manager. And Billy Martin's managerial go-around might never have happened. I don't know. I can't see Dick Williams being patient with Steinbrenner. But Finley's ego, certainly, they're still paying for Finley's ego in Oakland. Jackson walked his first time up as we start the top of the 4th. Quick game right now. And Reggie's hit by a pitch. So as Reggie got hit on the arm, we'll show you some standings. The Brewers are 4 back of Baltimore, but they've won 8 out of 10. The Yankees, who beat Texas yesterday, are a half game, but the Baltimore Orioles won, so they're 49 and 33. And if you had to pick a favorite out of those 4, you go with run differential. Right now, it's the Orioles. And the Red Sox are 40 and 39. They are going the wrong way fast. Cleveland, by the way, is only 2 games behind Boston. In the West, Kansas City by 2.5 over Texas and California. Chicago 3-bet and Minnesota 4. Baseball Reference says that Reggie wore 9 in Baltimore. In the National League, Dodgers by 5 over Houston, 8 over Cincinnati. In the East, Philadelphia by 3.5 over Pittsburgh. In the National League, those races are kind of settled. Unless Pittsburgh can continue to put some pressure on Philadelphia, those races might be on the verge of being over. 8 is not impossible, but the Dodgers kind of have to slump. Runner on first for Nettles. Caldwell's pitch. Into right, Lescano, foul. So somebody from Madison with the Birkenstocks on this warm July night made the catch. A ball and 2 strikes. Pitch. Struck him out. Caldwell got him just below the belt. And so that's 1 out. And the 3rd for Caldwell. Jackson goes back to first for Bucky Dent, who was 1 for 1. He singled his first time up. Ground ball base hit right side. Molitor couldn't dive, and the Yankees have 2 on and 1 out for Fred Stanley, who struck out his first time up. Oh, I didn't know that. We'll read that in a second. Pitch to Stanley, who's 0 for 1. Into center field. Wolford will make the catch. Jackson will tag and go to third without a throw. So runners in the corners for Rivers and 2 out. Caldwell threw 18 batters, 3 2/3 innings, 5 hits, 65 pitches, a walk, and 3 strikeouts. Big Clue discovered recently that Stan Musial was once traded for Robin Roberts in the mid-50s, but the trade leaked on the radio, and Augie Bush nixed it at the last minute. Wow. Boston's pitching isn't that great, and you can tell marked by their standings. They can hit the ball with anybody, and they have Eckersley, but once you get past Eckersley, it's pretty much hit or miss between Tiant and Torres, and Bill Lee and Don Zimmer had such a bad relationship that Zim pulled Lee out of the rotation. Bob Stanley made 3 starts. What was more funny last night, Buckner getting thrown out or a bases loaded ball? Buckner getting thrown out. That was pretty funny. Pitch to Rivers is a ground ball to Yount. He's going to go to Money for the easy out. Jackson will score. No, he won't, because that retires the side. Ha-ha, no runs, 1 hit, no errors. The Yankees have left 7 on. After 3.5, no score. In 86, it was mismanagement. McNamara was not a good manager, but they never really... 86 was the first year they really had good pitching, although Eckersley won 20 in 78. Don Money struck out his first time up. He's 0 for 1. Ball 4. Yeah, no, Mac definitely blew that series. Brings up Bando, who's 0 for 1. So Money on first. First walk for Guidry. Throw to first, Money back. Or satisfaction guaranteed. Struck him out. Bando takes a 1-2 breaking ball, and he swung and missed at it. So that's 5 for Guidry. Brings up Heisel, who's 0 for 1. Guidry from the stretch. Ground ball to third. Nettles stops. Stanley for 1, and that's it. Nettles with a great stab on the line. He went to second for the easy out. Heisel's on the fielder's choice, and there's 2 out. So I'll bring up Lescano, who was struck out his first time up. So Guidry cruising right along here. 2 outs, bottom of the 4th, and a scoreless tie. Pitch. And here's a base hit up the middle. Heisel will go to third. Rivers throws it back in the infield. If it wasn't for what Rice and Lemon were doing, he would be. Here's Dick Davis. Dickie tripled his first time up. Now he's got runners on the corners, first and third. No score. Yeah, the Reds did finish second under Rose every year. All 3 years. Or 4 years. Whatever. They finished second. Every full season, yeah. Pitch to Davis. Is a liner in the right field. Heisel will score. Lescano will hold at second. Davis on first. And now bring up Wolford, who's 0 for 1. So the Brewers get first blood off of Guidry. 1-0. Yeah, they would shift around for Rice. Baseball's always been creative that way. McNamara led the Reds to the playoffs in 79. And then they promptly were blown out by Pittsburgh. Pitch to Wolford is a ground ball to Stanley. Over to Chambliss, and that will retire the side. The Brewers get a run on 2 hits and no errors. They strand a runner, though, or they strand 2. We played 4. Milwaukee won, the Yankees nothing. So White, Munson, and Piniella to face Caldwell here in the 5th. White 0 for 2. Struck him out. Caldwell got him on a full count. Swing and a miss. So the Yankees have 5 hits. No runs, no errors. They've left 7 on. The Brew Crew, 1 run on 3 hits and an error. And they've left 3 on. Here's Munson. He's 1 for 2. Caldwell's pitch. There's a ground ball to Yount by the bag at second. Over to first for the out. So Munson goes now 1 for 3. He's got a single. Big Clue says that the 85 team might have won the division if he hadn't been chasing Ty Cobb and in love with former teammates so much. Asaski, Krenchicki, etc. didn't get the at-bats they deserved. Here's Piniella. He's 1 for 2 with a single. Pitch from Caldwell, and that's a ground ball. Molitor by the bag at second. Over to first. And that will retire the side. We're going to the break. No runs, no hits, no errors. We're halfway home here in Milwaukee. It's the Brewers 1, the Yankees nothing. Dickie Davis had the RBI single in the fourth as a lone run of the ball game. Drive Fan got an answer for Cinnamon Toast Crunch and Sprint. That's a good combination. Miller Lite, how appropriate since we're playing in Milwaukee. Ron Guidry's pitched a good ball game. 3 hits through 4 with a run. He's walked 1 and struck out 5. Caldwell, 5 hits through 5 and struck out 4. Submarine and Boost. Okay. So Robin Yount leads off the bottom of the 5th. He's 0 for 1. Bernie Brewer is definitely dry, but the Brewers have a 1-0 lead. 69 degrees, wind's blowing out to right center at 8. This would have been a Friday. We're playing right up to the All-Star break. Yeah, the Mets won 17-0. What is the oldest World Series winner who still doesn't have a single player from their roster in the Hall of Fame? That's a good question. I kind of drawn a blank there. Pitch to Yount is a ground ball to Dent over to first for the out. So 1 out for Moore, who's 0 for 1. Guidry hanging in there, pitching a good ball game. And Moore ground ball to Dent. Chopper by the bag at second over to first, and there's 2 out. Oh, okay. 2002 Angels? Maybe? 2003 Marlins would be my guess. Here's Molitor. He's 0 for 2. He has struck out twice. So Guidry, 4 2/3 innings, 18 batters, 78 pitches, 3 hits, a walk, a generation earlier, okay, and 5 strikeouts. Here's the pitch, and there's a little number to Dent on the grass over to Chambliss. And that is an out. That will retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. We've played 5, 1-0, Milwaukee. I'm trying to think. I am drawing an absolute blank. '88 Dodgers. Oh, yeah, 88 Dodgers. Here's Chambliss. He's 1 for 2 with a strikeout and a single. July 7th, 78. Yep. Pitch to Chambliss is a ground ball to Yount. They're going to throw to Money, and Chambliss beat it out. The throw pulled Money off the bag, and that's an E6. So the Yankees have another runner on. Oh, Don Sutton was on the 88 team. 81 Dodgers? That couldn't be possibly right, could it? Did none of them make the Hall of Fame? I bet it is. Wow. Reggie Jackson walked his first time up. Hit by a pitch in the 4th. Really? The 81 Dodgers. Pitch to Jackson. Into right. Lescano is there. Makes the catch. Chambliss goes back. Yep. Lasorda made it to Cooperstown. And a lot of people you thought would have gone, especially then, Fernando and Garvey. But you're right. Wow. So just kind of goes to show what was going on with the Dodgers and how good Tommy was. Here's Nettles. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Many a Hall of good players, Jamie, for sure. Guidry had won 14 in a row until Milwaukee beat him on this day. Not going to be the case in the retro replay, but he's still having a good year. Pitch to Nettles is into left field. Heisel makes the catch. 2 out for Bucky, who's 2 for 2. Single twice. 2 outs, top the 6th. 1-0 Milwaukee. Chambliss on first. Line drive, foul left field. And out of play. And somebody from Duluth, Minnesota made that catch. So the count is 0-2. Pitch to Dent. Little number down to Bando. He'll go across the way to Money. And that will retire the side. So the error does not hurt. No runs, no hits, and 1 error. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It is the Brewers 1. The Yankees nothing. So Guidry 11-3 coming in. Will face Money, Bando, and Heisel here in the 6th. And his replay numbers aren't that far off his real life numbers. But except for the home runs, he's given up 12 homers. And he only gave up 13 on the real year. Pitch to Money, who's got a walk and a strikeout. Ground ball to Dent. Over to Chambliss, 1 out. Brings up Bando, 0-2 with a strikeout. Yankees +2 and wins from their real-life record, 48-33. And a half game behind the Orioles, heading into the All-Star break weekend. Pitch to Bando is a ground ball to Chambliss, takes it to the bag himself, and there's 2 out. Don't forget All-Star game Monday night at 7:45 Eastern, 4:45 Pacific, live from San Diego. Well, no, it's really live from Burlington, Vermont, but so from the Murph in San Diego, the All-Star game between the Yankees and the Brewers, the All-Star game between the leagues. So 7:45 Eastern, Lorenzo, 4:45 Pacific. Oh, the Red Sox are nowhere near. They're 40-39 in this replay. Talking about the 81 Dodgers again, they're such an anomaly. You have to go back to the 97 Marlins to find the next team without a Hall of Famer. Pitch to Heisel is a line drive. Dent's there and steals a base hit. How about that? Bucky timed the leap perfectly, and we go to the 7th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. After 6, it's the Brewers 1, the Yankees nothing. So Stanley, Rivers, and White to face Caldwell here in the 7th. Pitch. And there's a fly ball center field. Wolford's there. 1 out. So 27 batters for Caldwell, 105 pitches. 6 1/3 innings. 5 hits. A walk and 4 strikeouts. Rivers is 0-3. Gonna play in for the bunt. Bando and Money come in. Apparently, I've now interacted with Lorenzo's bank. Their voice response system was thrown for a loop by my very loud semi-recrimination of my time zone conversion skills. Yes, the 78 NL All-Stars will probably be a Red Dodgers reunion special. Pitch to Rivers is a line drive right field. He's going for 2 to throw it out from Lescano. Not in time. So again, the Yankees have the tying run on for Roy White. 0-3 with a strikeout. Pitch from Caldwell. Center field. Wolford at the base of the track will make the catch and throws to first. So Ratcast is playing some golf. Yeah, wind is a big thing, my friend. 2 out. Here's Munson, who was 1-3. He's got himself a single. Tying run on 3rd, 2 out. Caldwell deals. Ball 4. So runners in the corners for Piniella, who is 1-3. We might get one there. Well, you got to be patient with it. And some people don't have a lot of patience, Mike. Pitch to Piniella is a ground ball to Money. Takes to the bag himself, and that will retire the side. Stretch time, no runs, 1 hit, no errors. Milwaukee 1, the Yankees nothing. Well, Mr. Guidry kind of would like some run support. He's done everything he can. He's only given up the 1 run. But the Yankees have a bunch of bagels on the board. They've left 10 on. Lescano, Davis, who has been a thorn in Guidry's side, and Wolford at the plate. Lescano 1 for 2 with a strikeout. Pitch. Struck him out. That's 6. A 2-2 on the outside corner. And 1 away for Dickie Davis. The Atari Golf is an interesting game. I've got it now. And I'm not as good as Gardner. So Davis has a single and a triple. He's 2 for 2. He's driven in the lone run of the ball game. Yes. Things definitely peaked with the Atari sports games. It couldn't get any better than that. And what's in your coffee cup this morning? Pitch to Davis is into left center. Rivers is there for an amazing play. He really had to come in. It kind of died in the wind out there. And there's 2 out. No. No. 1 run, 3 hits, 2 hits for the Brewers. No runs, 6 hits, and no errors for New York. Ballpark effects, I forgot. Left-handers, +6 in the batting average, -26 in the home run percentage. Right-handers, +6 on the average, and +18 for the homers. And, 5 hours of Atari Golf. Oh, well, that's an interesting thing. Wolford's 0 for 2. And that's into right center. Rivers has it for the out. And that will retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors after 7. Milwaukee 1, New York nothing. So it'll be Chambliss, Jackson, and Nettles. Chambliss is 1 for 3 with a strikeout. I didn't realize the Atari golf courses were only 9 holes. Pitch to Chambliss. Here's a ground ball to Money. Flips it to Caldwell, and that will be an out. Brings up Jackson. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. Also was hit by a pitch. Pitch from Caldwell. There's a little looper in the left center fielder. Reggie's on. Got himself a single. That's his 7th Yankee hit. Nettles is 0 for 3 with a strikeout. So Caldwell. Yes. Same with the soccer game. You move everybody at once. No card, so walking it took as long as the card on 18. Pitch to Nettles is a fly ball to left. High sell. No. 0-2 the count. Somebody from Waukegan, Illinois made that catch. The pitch, and there's a ground ball to Money. Takes to the bag himself. And Nettles is retired. Jackson moves to second, 2 out for Bucky. Dent 2 for 3. With the 2 singles. Moore and Caldwell converge. Here's the pitch to Dent. Base hit, right side. Lescano tries to get to second. He throws. Bucky's in there, and that's a double. And so Bucky Dent drives home Reggie Jackson, and we're tied at 1. Yes, Atari Golf, therefore, an endurance test as well as a fine motor skills. Here's Stanley. He's 0 for 3 with a strikeout. So Caldwell, almost at the end of his rope. Yount, Moore, and Molly coming up in the 8th to face Guidry. Pitch, and there's a liner in the left field. That's going to drop for a hit. Dent will score, and now you're seeing why Milwaukee kind of fell apart. That scores Dent. The Yankees lead it 2-1. Mickey Rivers 1 for 4 with a double. And so Caldwell, really at the end of his rope, 7 2/3 innings, 9 hits. 36 batters, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts, and both runs are earned. Pitch to Rivers, ground ball to Young. He'll go all the way to first to Money, and Rivers is retired. 2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. It's the Yankees now up 2-1. And so Guidry might get his 12th win after all. It'll be out 0 for 2 more and Molitor. And pitch count-wise, he's only at 107. He struck out 6 through 7 innings. Pitch to Yount. Popped up right side. Stanley, 1 out. Charlie Moore is 0 for 2. Into center, Rivers, 2 out. So Guidry cruising right along now. He's throwing a 3-hitter. So through 27 batters, that's all. 112 pitches, 7 2/3 innings. He's walked 1. The 1 run was earned, and he struck out 6. Molly has struck out twice. He's 0 for 3. Guidry deals. It's a hopper to Stanley over to first, and the inning is over. So we go to the 9th. We've played 8. No runs, no hits, no errors. It's the Yankees 2, the Brewers 1. And so Caldwell is done. We're going to go to righty. Bill Castro. Kenny's brother from another mother. Castro's 15th appearance. He's 1-0 with 5 saves and a 3.06 ERA. He has faced the Yankees 3 times coming into this. 2 innings, 1 hit, and 2 strikeouts with 2 saves, including 1 inning and a save against the Yankees in the 28th in New York. His last time out was the 3rd against the Twins. He won a clean inning, 17 2/3 innings, 16 hits, no homers, 7 runs, 6 earned. He's walked 2 and struck out 7. He is a fastball pitcher, 85, and likes to throw the ground ball. Roy White is 0 for 4 with a strikeout. Don Money, 1 out. Thurman Munson, 1 for 3 with a walk and a single. Pitch from Castro. It hit him. Right in the ribs on an 0-2. Castro certainly didn't mean to do that, and Munson just tosses the bat and goes to first. So here's Piniella, who's 1 for 4. Got himself a single. Pitch to Lou, ground ball to Yount, over to first. For the out, Munson will go to second. And that brings up Chambliss, who's 1 for 4 with a strikeout. Got himself a single. It'll be Money, Bando, and Heisel to face probably Guidry in the bottom of the 9th. 2 runs, 9 hits, no errors for the Yankees. They've left 11 on. This should be a lot bigger. For the Brewers, a run on 3 hits, 2 errors, and they've left 3 on. Ron Castro, Bill, big clue. Pitch to Chambliss, ground ball to Bando, over to first. And that will retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the 9th. It'll be Guidry to face Money, Bando, and Heisel. So Guidry trying to get win number 12. Should have known not to expect much from someone named Ron. Now you sound like Lorenzo. Money is 0 for 2. He has walked 1 and struck out 1. And Guidry has about 18 pitches at his disposal. Pitch to Money is right back to the Gator. Over to first for the out. So 1 out for Bando, who was 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Here's the pitch. Ball 4. So the tying run is on with Bando, and Heisel has 6 game-winning RBIs on the year. He's 58 in total. He is 0 for 3. He scored after reaching on a fielder's choice in the fourth. 3 hits for the Brewers, 9 for the Yankees. Guidry fires, and there's a base hit left side. Bando will hold at second. Heisel on first, he's a winning run. And Lezcano is 1 for 3 at the plate. He has struck out twice and singled. I've heard it Hizzle, I've heard it Heisel. And yes, Big Clue is very astute. And Munson and Guidry kind of get together. Guidry trying to shake off the cobwebs. Struck him out. He certainly did. A full count fastball at 94. And now it's Dick Davis. Astute. You're very astute. Dick Davis is 2 for 3. He has singled, tripled, drove in the lone run for Milwaukee in the fourth. Guidry trying now probably on fumes to get the 27th out. From the wind. Base hit left side. Bando will try and score. Rivers will throw home. Here's the throw. No, sir. We're tied at 2. So Dick Davis has been a thorn in the side of Ron Guidry. He is 3 for 4 with 2 RBI. Yep, more baseball for you, Ratcast. Absolutely. Wolford is 0 for 3. And Guidry has pitched himself into a no decision. Billy sticks with him. Ground ball to third. Nettles to Stanley, and we will get some free baseball today. So the Brewers get a run in the bottom of the ninth. On 2 hits and no errors, we go to the 10th. It's 2-2. So Reggie Jackson, Craig Nettles, and Bucky Dent to face Castro here in the 10th. Nettles, or Jackson rather, singled, scored and walked. Jackson into right. Back goes Lezcano. Good! Off the top of the wall. That hit just below the railing. And so Reggie starts the 10th with a hit. Well, kind of goes with the territory, Big Clue. First major league team in Milwaukee was called the Grays. I hope because of the color of their uniform and not the color of the beer. You never knew. You never know. Here's Nettle as he's 0 for 4. Hitting 344 on the year. Castro delivers. And in the right, Lezcano makes the catch. Jackson will tag and bluff 1 out. Definitely, how did you know? You weren't supposed to look at the color of my snake oil. Bucky Dent. He drove home what he thought was a winning run. Not the case. He still might do that. He's 3 for 4 with 2 singles, a double, an RBI, and a run scored. And Gary Thomason to pinch hit. Oof. So Thomason comes up 258. 3 homers and 9 RBI. We'll get a new shortstop for the Yankees. Big Clue wouldn't call it snake oil. He respects steaks too much. Pitch to Thomason. Right to Castro. Over to Money. And that is out number 2. 3 for Fred Stanley, 1 for 4. He is single, driven in a run, and struck out. At some point, there was a minor league team in Chattanooga called the Fever Germs. That sounds like something they'd do on a promotion night. Ratcast is doing Action PC Golf. Pitch to Castro and Moore go out to chat. Pitch to Stanley. There's a ground ball to Money. Takes it to the bag himself, and the Yankees do not score. So, Goose Gossage coming in. We go to the bottom of the 10th. The Yankees 2, the Brewers 2. So Gossage, this is his 29th appearance. 3-1 with 18 saves and an ERA of 1.56. This is his third appearance against Milwaukee. An inning and 2/3. He's allowed a hit, a run, it was earned, and he struck out 2. He went last night against the Rangers, picking up his 18th save. He walked 2 and struck out 2. So 52 innings, 31 hits, 9 runs, all earned. 4 homers, he walked 16 and struck out 44. Fly ball pitcher, fastball pitcher at 95. And remember, the Brewers have all the lefties available. They won't pinch hit for you out, though. It was 0 for 3. Favorite minor league team name was the Montgomery Biscuits. And in Jacksonville, they're now the Jumbo Shrimp. Pitch to Yount. Line foul, third base side. Again, somebody from Green Bay made that catch. And the count is 0-2. And there's a fly ball to right. Piniella in the foul territory makes the catch for the first out. Charlie Moore is 0 for 3. And Molly on deck. Gossage. Pitch. Into right center field. Back goes Piniella, but just short of the track. 2 out. For Paul Molitor, who was 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts. And there's a fly ball to left, but White is there. He'll make the catch to retire the side. The Brewers go down in order in the 10th. And we go to the 11th. We're going to have another pitching change. Castro's 2 innings are done. Mickey Rivers coming up. 2-2 the score. Helps if you hit the right button. Bob McClure making his 14th appearance of the year. He's 0-2 with 2 saves and an ERA of 2.91. He's gone, this is his 3rd appearance against the Yankees. He's gone an inning, 2 hits, a run, it wasn't earned, a walk and a strikeout. I'm sure there's a story there. There was a player in the minors called Motorboat Jones, okay? Yep, Jumbo Shrimp. I was told, Jumbo Shrimp is an oxymoron. We'll get Cecil in there. So, McClure hasn't pitched since the 27th of June. Did that against the Twins, 2 1/3 innings for 2 strikeouts. So 21 2/3 innings, 14 hits, a home run, 8 runs, 7 earned. He's walked 9 and struck out 15. He throws it hard. He's a fastball pitcher at 95. And doesn't favor the fly ball or the ground ball. Rivers is 1 for 5. He's got a double. And there's a ground ball to Yount, who makes a diving stop over to first. 1 out. After the ball game, the rest of this Friday in baseball. I always love the Sly Stallone line. Of course I know what an oxymoron is. It's you. You an ox and a moron. See, I never pulled pigtails. And dunce caps weren't a thing when you were in school. You're not that old. Here's Roy White. He's 0 for 5 with a strikeout. Pitch from McClure. Ball 4. Yep, Adam Scott. No, you dipped him in ink. The pigtails? No, I could afford a big pen. So here's Munson. 1 for 3 with a walk. And the go-ahead run on. It'll be Bando, or Bunny rather, high sell, Bando and high sell. That's right, I gave wedgies. You got it right, Big Clue. Pitch to Munson is up the middle for a base hit. So White will go to 3rd, and the Yankees have runners in the corners and 1 out for Sweet Lou, who is 1 for 5. He's got a single. Brewers are playing for 2. Moore and McClure converge. They chat. Pitch. Ball 4. So McClure Bases loaded, 1 out for Chambliss, who was 1 for 5. He is singled and struck out. And the Brewers fans go, we got him right where we want him, man. Right where we want him. Here's the pitch, and there's a ground ball to out. Molitor for 1. Money! No! Chambliss beat it out. So a fielder's choice, 6-4, and it's 3-2 New York. And they're pounding each other in the Yankees dugout. Now here's Reggie. He's 2 for 3. Single, double. Can't challenge in 78. Walk and a run scored. Yeah, you're 30 years too early. Pitch to Reggie. Into right field. Lescano had to go back to make that catch. And so the Goose will come on to get his 4th win. And so Money, they'll take a look. 278 against the righties. Look at all the lefties. And it's going to be, you know what? There is no Cecil Cooper. He's hurt. Ben Ogilvy will pinch hit. 257, 5 homers, and 19 RBI. Remember, it's all done on as-played lineups. Gossage struck him out. He swung at a 1-2 changeup, 1 away. Brings up Bando, who's 0 for 3. He has walked, scored, and struck out. Here's the pitch. Into right, Piniella, 2 out. And a web gem. Piniella dives. Oh, ho, ho. He took a divot with that one and saved an extra base hit. And now bring up High Sell, who was 1 for 4. He has singled and scored. Last chance saloon for the Brewers. Here's the pitch. Struck him out. The Yankees win the ball game. The Brewers bullpen blows it. The Yankees will win this one 3-2. So Goose Gossage goes to 4-1. Guidry struck out 7 through his 9, through 141 pitches, and he should have thrown 138. So Gossage goes to 4-1. McClure takes the loss. He goes to 0-3. Well, I'll give you a harumph. I don't want to see the Yankees win either. He walked 2. Caldwell, 8 innings, 9 hits, 2 runs. He walked 2 and struck out 4. Right button. There we go. All right. Let's play the rest of the Friday in baseball. The 7th of July, 1978. Cubs beat the Mets 9-2. Dave Roberts goes to 2-7. San Francisco 7, Cincinnati 6, the first of a twin bill. John Curtis gets the win. He goes to 3-0. And in the second game, it'll be San Francisco 3, Cincinnati 2. So although Davey Concepcion goes 4 for 4, the Reds are swept in a doubleheader. San Diego beat Atlanta 7-6 and 11. Raleigh Fingers goes to 3-1. Philadelphia 5, Montreal 1. Dick Ruthven goes to 4-0. What a trade for the Phillies. Greg Luzinski with his 21st homer. Hey, the Red Sox won a game. How about that? They beat Cleveland 7-6. In 14 innings, Tom Bergmeyer goes to 2-2. Dan Spillner 1-1. The White Sox pound, and I mean pound, the Blue Jays 15-6. Craig Hinton goes to 3-1. The White Sox, by the way, had 22 hits. Ralph Garr 4 for 6, 6 RBI, and a triple. Cleveland, by the way, had 18 hits in their loss. Atlanta had 4 errors in their game. San Diego had 5 stolen bases. St. Louis beats Pittsburgh 2-1. In 12 innings, John Urea goes to 6-2. Worst name in sports history. The Dodgers beat the Astros 4-2. Doug Rauh beats Mark Lemongello. Always a tasty dessert. Terry Forster gets his 10th save. Texas 6-5 over Detroit. Paul Lindblad goes to 3-3. Bobby Bonds with his 7th. Kansas City behind Paul Splittorff shuts out Baltimore 3-0. Hal McRae 2 for 4 with a double. Doubleheader between the Oakland A's and Minnesota Twins, and the A's sweep them both 2-1 behind Heaverlow in the first. And McCaddy, oh my God. Hold on, I got to allow fair hooker. Oakland and Minnesota played a 17-inning nightcap, which Oakland won 5-4. Seattle beats California in California 8-4. Dick Pohl gets the win. He goes to 6-5. All right, so standings. Tomorrow, Friday, we play Baltimore and Kansas City. From Kansas City, Philadelphia 4.5 over Pittsburgh, 11.5 over Montreal. The Dodgers lead is now 6 over Houston, 9.5 over Cincinnati. While I'm looking at the camera, I don't know. The Yankees are now in first place. They're a half game up over Baltimore, 4.5 over Milwaukee, 7 over Boston. Kansas City 2.5 over Texas, 3 over Chicago. California 3.5, Minnesota 5.5. No, absolutely not. You go in order. You wait your turn, Lorenzo. I don't care how many bits you throw at me. We do not play favorites. No. And so that'll do it. So that's the standings for you. So tomorrow, noon Eastern, Kansas City and Baltimore. No double. Oh, Boston and Cleveland, by the way, have a doubleheader. Harumph is the word. Rusty Kuntz is pretty bad. Pebbly Jack Glasscock. Dick Pohl. But lemon jello, it's a dessert. It's a fruit topping. And so there you have it. Harumph. Everybody's upset with Uncle Ron today. So, and Seattle and California play a doubleheader tomorrow too. So the Dodgers and Astros are who you'll see Sunday at noon, by the way. 9 Eastern, Sunday morning on the West Coast. And so that will be the last game before the break. So at the moment again, okay, maybe you can bribe me. At the moment again, all 4 real division leaders have the lead. We'll see how that holds up. Hey, be good to each other. We'll talk to you tonight for Dave Gardner Support Chat. I'm Uncle Ron. We'll talk to you tonight at 6:30. Bye-bye.